This is not my product. I buy this every month. I use it every month. I don't own stock in the company. None of these doctors own stock in the company, right? We love this. We're spreading awareness about it. We believe in it. And my first guest is Dr. Midge Brown. Midge Brown is a doctor in Toronto, Canada, and I'm excited to have Dr. Brown here. Dr. Brown, I'm going to reduce my spotlight and just let you talk for a little bit. Tell us about you and why you're passionate about this and believe in it.
Thanks so much, Trent. Before I go on, I just want to thank Trent because it's because of him I found the products and it's changed the trajectory of my health and my family's health. And I'm just really proud to be here. So my story goes back actually 28 years. It's not a long story though, so don't worry. But essentially, my father was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes about 28 years ago, and I was doing my peds residency here in Toronto at Sick Kids. And because he was like many people, he had ignored his symptoms, right? And so he was really, really sick when he got diagnosed, and he had to be hospitalized. And I was across the country from him, and I wanted to help him. And the way I decided to help him was to subspecialize in endocrinology, so pediatric endocrinology, which for those of you guys who don't know is a hormone doctor and a diabetes doctor. And eventually we actually got him living with us here in Toronto. And we had, we live in Canada, so we have healthcare. We got him all the specialists that he needed. He had all the medicine he could have. And still, I saw his diabetes progress. And he wasn't a bad patient. He did what he was told. He tried to eat what they told him. And yet his diabetes progressed so much so that he had so many complications. Like right off the bat, he had diabetic retinopathy, which is a very, very common diabetic complication of the eyes where you go blind. So he's pretty much blind. He's had impaired kidney functions. He's had chronic ulcers on his leg. He's had heart problems where he has a pacemaker now, and he's had multiple mini strokes. And that's, I think, the worst thing of all, because in the past 8 years, we've seen his dementia get worse and worse. And, for anybody who has had a family member with dementia, it's the worst thing ever, right? Because you see them not be themselves. And so, long story short, in my late 40s, as I was going into perimenopause, I started getting pre-diabetes, right? And I was scared stiff because I saw with our patients, I saw with my dad that the medications were not going to save me. And I really looked into what I could do that could save me. And I found things like intermittent fasting and carb restriction, like these things work, right? Because we're addressing it at the source. My only problem was that I really struggled with the carb restriction. Like I just kept falling off what I call the keto wagon. I'm a foodie. I love carbs, and I just kept struggling with it. So much so that in October of 2022, I had gained a bunch of weight by then, and I was on metformin. My hemoglobin A1C had kept rising, and we kept it at 6% on metformin. And I had a lot of other symptoms like brain fog, anxiety, skin tags. What else did I had? Low energy, right? Like just things we tell you guys is normal, just aging, right? I had all those symptoms, and I was like really frustrated with myself, and quite frankly, very scared because I was really trying. And in October 2022, I came across this guy on TikTok, and it was Trent Tuller, and he was talking to me about gut health. I also had some gut issues and about insulin resistance. And I was like, what now? Like, what is he saying? Like, how come I don't know a lot of this? And of course, I don't think I ever told you this, Trent, but I fact checked you, right? Let me just take a sip of water.
You fact checked me. Oh, that's good. I hope
I
everybody
fact checked you. And I'm
fact
like,
check all of this. Yeah.
yeah, fact checked, right? I'm like, okay, no, that's true. That's true. I was actually blown away that I, as an endocrinologist, did not know the half of insulin resistance. Like this was mind boggling to me. And so then he started talking about this product, and I'm like, holy cow, that could actually work. And I think because I'm in Canada, and we still have Rexall pharmacists. I was much more open to the product because I'm like, oh, I know Rexall, like that's a reputable brand. And so I ordered the product, and really the rest is history. And I think in anyone who's been on the Unimati will know that like it's instant where you drink it and you feel different, right? And that was massive where I just felt better. I had better energy. I had like the brain fog started to go away. And then it was incredible because about 3 months in, I had lost 20 pounds. And I wasn't that heavy to begin with, but I am 5 feet. So 20 pounds was a lot on me. And that was when I was 52. So that was like a miracle in itself, right? Because I'm postmenopausal at that point. So I was like, this is amazing. And then I started seeing my blood sugars go down despite eating more like carbs because I was still trying to control my carbs, but it was still going down. And I'm like, holy cow. So it was about 3 or 6 months where I decided I'm going to go off metformin. And now off metformin, my hemoglobin A1C is totally normal, 5.3, or sorry, 5.3 was the last time I checked. Totally normal. It did like all my lipid parameters are beautiful. And I was like, holy cow. So of course I had my husband go on it. And you're going to hear from the other Dr. Brown later. So I'll let him tell his story. And then I had my father go on it. And this is a crazy story because of his dementia, we didn't get him to intermittent fast. We didn't get him to carb restrict. Like, food is his life now. We're not going to take that away from him now. So we just had him do the products. Like we just had him be very, very consistent with the products. And it was incredible because he started at a hemoglobin A1C of 8.3. He was on multiple different medications. And in 6 months, we were able to bring it down from 8.3 to 6.3. And that was just product. That was not any of the other stuff. And that was like incredible. So we did this in 6 months, what I've been trying to do in 28 years with my own father, improve his diabetes. I think, yeah, this is incredible. But the big thing I want you guys to take from this message is that all is not lost. We have an amazing solution that can help you. But my biggest regret when I think about this is I didn't know about this sooner because I feel like I could have saved my dad from his dementia. And anyways, I'm going to stop there because I don't want to start crying. But yeah, thank you.